I want to ask you about Donald Trump. You are in a feud with Donald Trump right now. Do you know this?
No, I don't.
Because this is very exciting.
Oh,
for
really?
me, because he doesn't like me either, and so anytime there's somebody new he doesn't like, I feel a fraternity, a brotherhood with it.
Yeah, and I had my assistant call and tell him I don't really belong to that club and I haven't been there in 3 years. And they go, well, you are a member and here's your member number. Okay, so we're having beef?
You're having beef because I guess you said in an interview that you were a better golfer than him, and then you told a story, is this true, that he signed you up for one of your golf clubs and didn't tell you?
Yeah.
Picture this, Samuel L. Jackson, cool as a cucumber, strolling up to the tee. Suddenly he spots Trump trying to sneak a ball out of the water hazard. What happens next will have you in stitches. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video, but the golf drama doesn't end there. Jackson's got a wild tale about how Trump tried to make him a member of his fancy club, without even asking. Picture this, Samuel L. Jackson, cool as a cucumber, out for a relaxing round of golf. Little did he know, he was about to witness some primetime Trump tomfoolery. Our man Sam's no stranger to the green, but this day was about to get weirder than a cat in a tuxedo. So there's Jackson, minding his own business, when he spots the Donald trying to pull a fast one. Trump's over by the water hazard, looking shadier than a palm tree on a sunny day. Suddenly Trump's caddy appears, soaking wet like he just took a dip in the lake.
They were charging me some pool fee for being at I haven't been there. But somebody did send me something today that said Trump said he didn't know me.
He said he didn't know you. I actually have his
let
tweet
me see
right
the
here.
tweet.
This is very exciting. He's with exposure. He thinks it's very careful to just barely be on TV at all.
Barely get yourself out there.
But is that true? You say you claim right here you have met him.
Yeah, I met him a lot.
You've played golf with him.
I played golf with him.
I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him, and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring, not a fan.
Not a bad thing.
Now, it's very interesting when Donald Trump says someone is out on TV too much.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of weird golf baptism? Jackson watches, his eyebrows raised higher than Trump's ego as the caddy hands Trump a mysteriously dry ball. Now, unless Trump's got some kind of magic drying machine in his golf bag, something's fishy here. And it ain't the lake water. Our man Sam's not fooled for a second. He's seen more honest moves in a game of Monopoly with his cousin, who always forgets to pay rent. Trump starts bragging about his amazing shot like he's just won the Masters. Jackson's probably thinking, yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. But here's where it gets good. Jackson, being the badass he is, doesn't let this slide. He calls out Trump's water hazard shenanigans faster than you can say 4. Can you imagine the look on Trump's face? Probably turned as orange as, well, as orange as he usually is.
He used to call me, I have another person that can verify that he knows me. He called me one day, I was here in New York, and he was always calling him, Samuel L., the Don. I go, who? The Don.
I got bad news for you. The one person that might not back you up right now in this story is Bill Clinton, because I don't know if he's going to want to say a story that he was golfing with Donald Trump either.
He didn't golf that day.
He didn't golf that day.
He did not golf that day.
So who did you end up golfing with?
With Mr. Clinton. And when I got there, it was President Clinton.
Really?
Who could also verify that Donald Trump knows me.
Wow. Here's the bummer.
And Don did show up, and he took Bill in and bought him a jacket and gave me nothing.
But wait, folks, this golf drama's just getting started. It's like a soap opera, but with more plaid pants and less evil twins, we think. Trump's caught red-handed, or should we say dry-balled. It's like watching a toddler try to explain why there's crayon on the walls. The ball just dried itself, Sam. It's a very special ball, the best ball. Everyone's talking about it. Now, you might think this would be enough embarrassment for one day, but oh no, not for our Donnie. This is just the warm-up act in the Trump circus. Stay tuned because this golfing gong show is about to hit a whole new level of ridiculous. Just when you thought Trump's golf shenanigans couldn't get any weirder, our man Sammy J got a surprise in his mailbox that'd make even a seasoned actor do a double take. Imagine opening your mail and finding a bill for a fancy pants golf club you never joined. That's exactly what happened to Samuel L. Jackson, and let me tell you, he was more confused than a cat in a dog show. So there's Jackson, minding his own business, probably practicing his famous motherfucker line for his next movie, when bam, he gets this fancy envelope from Trump's golf club.
One quick question about a little kerfuffle that you and Donald Trump are in. I just wanted to know, are you surprised that this has become a thing in the press?
Is it a thing in the press?
Why do you think he's saying?
I don't know. I don't care. You know, come on. He has to say whatever he has to say. He has to say. You know, and it's one of those interesting things that he called me one day to play golf, not to play with him, but to play with a friend of his. No, it's not. Tell me it's not. I mean, really? I mean, out of all the things that need to be dealt with presidentially, he's worried about me saying that he cheats at golf, or that he doesn't really know me. Is that what the deal is?
Now, Jackson's thinking, did I sleepwalk into some rich people's country club? But nope, turns out our favorite orange turd was up to his old tricks again. You see, Donnie Diapers had this brilliant idea to boost his club's membership. And by brilliant, I mean as smart as using a fork to eat soup. He decided to sign up a bunch of celebs without even asking them. Can you believe the nerve of this guy? It's like he thinks he can just grab anyone he wants and make them join his little rich boy playground. So Jackson, being the badass we all know and love, wasn't about to let this slide. He started digging deeper, probably muttering, "I've had it with these motherfucking bills in my motherfucking mailbox." And boy, did he uncover a doozy. Turns out Trump's been pulling this stunt with a bunch of famous folks trying to make his club look all fancy and exclusive. But here's the kicker. When these celebs found out, they weren't exactly thrilled. I mean, who would be? It's like finding out you've been subscribed to the Spray Tan of the Month Club without your consent. Jackson, being the hero we need but don't deserve, decided to blow the whistle on this whole circus. He went public with the story, and faster than you can say, "You're fired," Trump's little membership scheme was out in the open. It was like watching a game of golf strip poker, with Trump losing his pants on the first hole. Suddenly, all these other celebs started coming forward, saying they got the same surprise bills. It was like a support group for victims of Trump's desperate need for validation. Now you might be thinking, how's our grumpy Trumpy gonna react to this? Well, if history's taught us anything, it's that he's probably gonna throw a tantrum bigger than his ego. We're talking tweet storms, name calling, maybe even a new spray tan shade of orange to show how upset he is. Samuel L. Jackson isn't just a badass on screen, folks. He's taking his no-nonsense attitude to the real world. And even the golf course isn't safe from his truth bomb. When it comes to standing up to bullies, even presidential ones, Jackson's not backing down. He's made it clear that staying silent isn't an option, saying, if you're not saying anything, then you're complicit. Looks like our hero knows that honesty is the best policy, whether you're swinging a golf club or calling out injustice. But let's be real, Trump's probably not going to start playing fair anytime soon. Maybe he thinks the rules are just fake news. Or perhaps he's hoping his spray tan will blind everyone to his shenanigans. Either way, Jackson's shown us that sometimes you've got to stand up and call a spade. Or in this case, call out a cheater on the green. So next time you're on the golf course, remember, play fair, or Samuel L. Jackson might just come for you next.